Picture this. It's 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. Your roommate is cramming for a midterm, eating their third pack of ramen, and you're sitting at your desk in your tiny dorm room checking your phone. You refresh your banking app, and there it is. Another $320 deposited into your account. That's not from your parents, that's not a student loan, that's money you made, while your friends were arguing about who ate the last pizza slice in the communal fridge. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, right, another one of those too-good-to-be-true internet stories. I get it, I was skeptical too, but here's the thing. I'm about to show you exactly how I went from having $47 in my bank account and stress-eating vending machine snacks to consistently making $4,200 every single month, all from a dorm room that's smaller than most people's closets. And no, I'm not selling courses, I'm not drop-shipping fidget spinners, and I definitely didn't invest in some sketchy crypto scheme my cousin told me about. By the end of this video, you're going to have a complete step-by-step roadmap to start this business yourself. And the best part? You can start today, even if you're broke, even if you have no experience, and even if your idea of business skills is successfully splitting a dinner bill with friends. Sound good? Then let's dive in. Hey everyone, welcome back to Money Make Money channel. If you're new here, I'm delighted that you found us. This is your home for real, practical strategies to build income streams while you're still figuring out life. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know we don't do hype, we do results. So grab your coffee, your notebook, or whatever keeps you focused, because today's video is going to change how you think about making money in college. My story. I'll go ahead and take you back to where this all started. It was my sophomore year, second semester. I was majoring in something I wasn't even sure I liked anymore, working a campus job that paid $12 an hour, and watching my student debt climb higher every semester. I'd work shifts at the library, come back to my dorm exhausted, and still have to study until 2 a.m. My weekends spent either working or recovering from working. One night, I was scrolling through my phone, procrastinating on a paper obviously, and I stumbled across someone talking about how they made money from digital services. Not the flashy, I made $10,000 in a day garbage you see everywhere, but real sustainable income. And something clicked. I realized I was thinking about money all wrong. I was trading my time for dollars at that library job. Limited hours, limited pay. But what if I could create something once and sell it multiple times? What if I could work on my own schedule, between classes, at midnight if I wanted to? What if I could build something that didn't require me to ask permission to take a day off? That thought kept me up that night, and that's when I discovered the business model I'm about to share with you. The big reveal. All right, so what's the business? I started selling digital products, specifically customized study guides, productivity templates, and course notes for college students. Now, before you click away thinking that's not for me, hear me out, because the beauty of this model applies to any digital product you can create. Here's why this business is perfect for college students. First, you already know. You're taking classes, writing papers, and creating study materials anyway. I was literally making study guides for myself and throwing them away after finals. It's like cooking a meal for yourself and throwing half of it in the trash when you could be selling it to hungry people. Second, the startup cost is basically zero. You're not buying inventory, renting a storefront, or investing thousands. You need a laptop, which you already have, and an internet connection, which your dorm provides for free. I started this business with literally no money down. Third, it's completely flexible. You work when you want. If you have 3 classes on Tuesday, you work Monday night or Wednesday morning. If you want to go to that party on Friday, go. Your business doesn't close. It's making money while you sleep, while you're in class, while you're doing literally anything else. Fourth, it's scalable. When I started, I made $200 my first month, then $450, then $890, Then I hit $1,500, and now I consistently bring in $4,200 every single month, all from a dorm room that's smaller than most people's closets. And no, I'm not selling courses, I'm not drop shipping fidget spinners, and I definitely didn't invest in some sketchy crypto scheme my cousin told me about. By the end of this video, you're going to have a complete step-by-step roadmap to start this business yourself. And the best part? You can start today, even if you're broke, even if you have no experience, and even if your idea of business skills is successfully splitting a dinner bill with friends. Sound good? Then let's dive in. The psychology of digital products. Let me drop some knowledge on you that most people don't talk about. The reason digital products are such a goldmine, and this is important, is because they tap into three fundamental economic principles. Principle number 1, scalability without scarcity. Traditional businesses face scarcity. A restaurant can only serve so many customers. A tutor can only teach so many students. But a digital product? You create it once and you can sell it infinite times. It's like writing a song that keeps generating royalties, except you don't need to be Beyoncé. I made a comprehensive study guide for organic chemistry once. Took me about 20 hours of work. That single guide has sold 347 times. I made it once, it's earned me over $6,900. That's the power of removing scarcity from the equation. Principle number 2, low marginal cost. In economics, marginal cost is what it costs to produce one more unit. For digital products, the marginal cost is basically zero. It costs me nothing to sell my 100th copy versus my first copy. Compare that to a physical product. Every item costs money to make, store, and ship. This means higher profit margins and fewer headaches. Principle number 3, meeting immediate needs. College students are desperate for good study materials, organization systems, and anything that makes their lives easier. When someone searches Biology 101 Study Guide at 11 p.m. before their midterm, they're not price shopping. They need a solution now. Digital products provide instant gratification. They buy it, download it immediately, and their problem is solved. You're not just selling a product, you're selling peace of mind. Step-by-step implementation. Now, let's get into the actual process. I'm going to break this down so simply that your little cousin could follow it. Step 1, choose your niche, days 1 to 2. You need to pick what you're going to create. The secret here, don't think about what you want to create. Think about what people are desperately searching for. When I started, I made a list of every class I was taking or had taken: biology, chemistry, psychology, statistics, and English composition. Then I asked myself, which of these classes do students struggle with the most? For me, it was organic chemistry and statistics. Those were the classes where everyone was confused, stressed, and actively looking for help. But here's the twist: your digital products don't have to be academic. I know people making money selling meal prep templates for broke college students, workout plans for small dorm rooms, budget spreadsheets designed for student loans, resume templates for internship applications, social media content calendars for student organizations. The formula is simple. Find a problem college students have, plus create a solution, equals money in your pocket. Real example? My friend Sarah sells dorm room workout plans, 15-minute exercises you can do in a tiny space with no equipment. She makes $2,800 a month. My roommate Jake sells Notion templates for class organization. He's at $3,100 a month. This works. Step 2, research the competition, days 3 to 4. Go to Etsy, Gumroad, Teachers Pay Teachers, even Instagram and TikTok. Search for products similar to what you want to create. Look at what's selling, read the reviews, and pay attention to what people complain about. When I researched organic chemistry study guides, I found most of them were either too complicated or too basic. That was my opening. I created something in the middle,
detailed enough to be helpful but explained in simple language. That's your competitive advantage, being better than what's already out there. Step 3. Create your first product, days 5 to 10. Here's where most people get stuck. They overthink it. They want perfection. Let me tell you something that will save you weeks. Your first product doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be good enough. I created my first study guide in Google Docs, not fancy software, not expensive design tools. Google Docs, free. I organized the information clearly, used bold headings, added some simple diagrams, and saved it as a PDF.
That first guide, it was maybe a 7 out of 10. But you know what? It solved people's problems, and they bought it. As you make sales, you improve the product based on feedback. My guides now are gorgeous, professionally designed, color-coded, full of helpful charts. But I didn't start there. I started scrappy, and so should you. Practical timeline. Day 5 to 6, outline your content. Day 7 to 8, create the first draft. Day 9, edit and refine. Day 10, format and finalize. Tools I use, all free or cheap. Canva, free templates for beautiful designs. Google Docs, writing and organizing. PDF Converter, turning docs into downloadable files. That's it. You don't need Adobe Creative Suite or a degree in graphic design. Step 4. Choose your platform, day 11. You need somewhere to sell your products. Here are your best options. Etsy. This is where I started. It costs 20 cents to list a product, and they take a 5% transaction fee. Sounds like a lot, but they bring the customers to you. Etsy has built-in traffic. People are already searching for digital products. Gumroad. Super easy to use, takes about 10% of your sales, but handles everything. Payment processing, file delivery, even affiliate programs. Your own website. This is more advanced, but if you want full control, platforms like Shopify or even simple sites using Card work great. I recommend starting with Etsy. It's the easiest way to make your first sales while you learn. Step 5. Create listings that sell. Days 12 to 14. This is where psychology meets marketing. Your listing is your salesperson working 24/7. Here's the formula. Title. Use exact search terms. Don't be clever, be clear. Organic Chemistry Study Guide, MCAT Prep, complete notes with practice problems beats Chemistry Made Easy every time. Images. Show what they're getting. I create 3 to 5 images showing different pages of my product. People want to see what they're buying. Description. Follow this structure. Hook. Address their pain point. What they get. List everything included. Benefits, how it solves their problem. Social proof, reviews or testimonials. Guarantee, reduce their risk. Step 6, price your products, day 15. Pricing is psychological warfare, and here's what I learned. College students will pay for value, but they're price conscious. Start your products between $4.99 and $19.99. My sweet spot is $12.99 for study guides. It's low enough that it's an impulse buy, high enough that you make real money. Do the math. If you sell one $12.99 product per day, that's $389 a month. Sell 3 per day? That's $1,168. Sell 10 per day? You're at $3,897 monthly. My average is about 11 sales daily across multiple products, which is how I hit that $4,200 mark. Step 7. Market like your rent depends on it. Ongoing. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You can create the best product in the world, but if nobody knows about it, you make $0. Free marketing strategies I use. TikTok. I create 30-second study tips videos that mention link in bio for full guide. TikTok is free advertising. One of my videos got 47,000 views and sent 892 people to my shop. 18 of them bought. That's $233 from a 30-second video I made while procrastinating. Pinterest. Students search Pinterest for study tips constantly. I create pins that link to my products. Pinterest is a search engine, not just social media. Instagram. Study content performs incredibly well. I share sample pages, study tips, and build a community. Reddit. Carefully participate in college-related subreddits. When someone asks for study help, I genuinely help and mention I have guides available. Facebook groups. College student groups, class-specific groups, and major-specific groups. Be helpful first, salesy second. The strategy is simple. Provide value freely, build trust, and make offers naturally. Real numbers breakdown. Let me pull back the curtain completely and show you my actual numbers from last month. Total revenue, $4,287. Platform fees, minus $368. Marketing costs, minus $75, boosted one TikTok ad. Net profit, $3,844. Sales breakdown. Organic Chemistry Study Guide, 47 sales times $12.99 equals $610.53. Statistics Complete Notes, 34 sales times $15.99 equals $543.66. Biology 101 Study Pack, 52 sales times $9.99 equals $519.48. Psychology Essay Templates, 28 sales times $7.99 equals $223.72. Productivity Planner Bundle, 61 sales times $11.99 equals $731.39, plus 12 other products with smaller sales. Time investment, creating content, 12 hours per week, customer service, 2 hours per week, marketing, 8 hours per week. That's roughly 22 hours per week, which is less than a part-time job, but I'm making way more than any campus job would pay. Plus, I do it on my schedule, in my pajamas, listening to my own music. Common mistakes to avoid. Let me save you from the mistakes I made so you don't waste time. Mistake number 1, waiting for perfection. My first product sat on my laptop for 3 weeks because I kept tweaking it. Finally, my roommate literally said, "Dude, just post it." I did. It sold the next day. Imperfection beats perfect inaction every time. Mistake number 2, creating products nobody wants. I made a Philosophy 101 study guide because I thought it was interesting. Sold 4 copies in 2 months. Why? Nobody searches for philosophy help at 2 a.m. They search for chemistry, biology, and math. Create what people need, not what you like. Mistake number 3, ignoring customer feedback. When customers leave reviews or send messages, that's free market research. One person told me my statistics guide needed more practice problems. I added them. Sales doubled. Listen to your customers. Mistake number 4, giving up too soon. My first month, I made $67. Not exactly life-changing, but I kept going. Month 2 was $234. Month 3 was $571. Month 6 was $2,100. Growth isn't linear. It's exponential, but only if you stick around long enough to see it. Mistake number 5, not reinvesting. Take some of your profits and reinvest. Buy better design tools, pay for targeted ads, create more products. I took my first $500 and hired a designer to improve my templates. That investment returned 10x. The mindset shift. Here's what this business really taught me and why I'm so passionate about sharing it. We're taught that income comes from jobs. You work X hours, you get X dollars. But that's a trap. That's trading your most valuable resource, time, for money. And time is the one thing you can never get back. Digital products taught me about leverage. You create something valuable once, and it continues to generate income. That's how wealth is actually built. That's why authors write books,
Musicians record songs, and entrepreneurs build systems. They create once, earn repeatedly. But beyond the money, this business gave me something more valuable: control. Control over my schedule, control over my income, control over my future. I'm not waiting for someone to hire me or give me a raise. I'm building my own economy. And here's the beautiful part: you can too. This isn't some special skill I was born with. I'm not a genius. I'm not a tech wizard. I'm just a regular college student who decided to try something different. Scaling beyond $4,200. Now, some of you ambitious people are thinking, that's great, but what about making more? Here's how you scale. Strategy 1, create product bundles. Instead of selling one study guide for $12.99, sell a bundle of 5 related guides for $49.99. Higher price, higher value, higher profit. Strategy 2, expand to multiple platforms. I started on Etsy, now I'm also on Gumroad, Teachers Pay Teachers, and my own website. Multiple streams from the same products.
Strategy 3. Create passive income streams. I turned my best-selling guides into courses on Udemy. Same content, different format, additional income. I also set up an affiliate program where student influencers promote my products for commission. Strategy 4. Build an email list. Every customer gets added to my email list, with permission. When I launch new products, I have an instant audience. My email list of 3,400 students generates an extra $800 to $1,200 per month. Strategy 5. Automate everything. I use automation tools so my business runs itself. Orders are fulfilled automatically. Emails are sent automatically. I've built a system that makes money while I sleep. People making $10,000 plus per month with digital products aren't working harder. They're working smarter, scaling strategically. The reality check. I'm going to be honest with you about something most people won't say. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a build wealth smart strategy. You're not going to make $4,200 your first month. You might not make it in your first 6 months. But if you consistently create quality products, market them effectively, and keep improving, the money will come. Some months are bigger than others. Last December, I made $6,100 because of final season. August was slower at $2,900 because everyone was on summer break, but averaged out, I'm consistently above $4,000, and the trend is upward. You'll have moments of doubt. You'll have days where you make 0 sales and question everything. I still have those days. But then you'll have a day where you wake up to $200 in overnight sales and you'll remember why you started. So here's what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Action step 1. Grab a piece of paper or open a note on your phone. Write down 3 problems you see college students struggling with, not what you think they should struggle with, what they actually complain about. Action step 2. Pick one of those problems, just one. That's your starting point. Action step 3. Spend the next hour researching if solutions already exist for that problem. If they do, how can yours be better? Action step 4. Commit to creating your first product within the next 2 weeks. Block out time on your calendar like it's a class you can't skip. Action step 5. Join the community. Comment below what product you're going to create. Let's build accountability together. The difference between people who succeed and people who just watch videos like this? Action. Imperfect action beats perfect planning every single time. Final thoughts. Look, a year ago, I was exactly where some of you might be right now, stressed about money, tired of being broke, frustrated that I was working hard but not getting ahead. I could have kept doing what I was doing. I could have accepted that college meant being poor, but I didn't. I took a chance on myself, and that decision changed everything. This business gave me financial breathing room. It paid for textbooks, groceries, and even a spring break trip I couldn't have afforded otherwise. But more than that, it gave me confidence. It proved to me that I don't need to wait for permission or opportunity. I can create my own. You know, you have skills, you have problems you've solved for yourself that others would pay to solve too. The only question is, are you going to use them? I believe in you. I believe you can do this, not because it's easy, but because it's possible, and possible is enough. If you found this valuable, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button. We're building a community of people who refuse to accept the status quo, who are willing to bet on themselves, who understand that financial freedom isn't about being rich, it's about being free. Hit that notification bell because I drop new videos every week on building income streams, college success strategies, and real talk about making money as a student. And hey, drop a comment below. Tell me what digital product you're going to create. I read every single comment and I'll personally reply with advice. We're in this together. Until next time, keep hustling smart, not just hard. This is Money Make Money Channel, reminding you that the best investment you can make is in yourself. Peace.